Ringing in fall with a new pinball machine. A nonprofit is going to children's hospitals and Ronald McDonald Houses across the nation to bring some levity to those who can't be at home by donating pinball machines. And today's donation brought by this Scooby-Doo pinball machine right here to Madison. The hope is that it will offer therapy as a means of stress relief and to support the health and rehabilitation of young patients and their families.
We started getting feedback from the small patients and the siblings and the parents and the child life specialists and the doctors, nurses on how much they needed this machine and how dynamic and beneficial it was. So this is pretty much the idea that our charity was founded on.
This was the organization's 83rd donation during its 11th annual Love Across America tour.